Good morning, Taurus. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope that you have survived 2024's beginning, and I hope that you've survived pretty good through the new moon that just happened in Capricorn. It can feel a little wobbly. You may have even felt a place yesterday where you're just all of your energy just zapped out all at one time. It's a lot of pressure for those of us who can feel the moon phases. And you may have just lost all your energy and didn't know why. That could be why that happened yesterday. So, we're going to see what's going on with you and the person most on your mind today, Taurus. And that's why I'm here, to help you navigate those relationships. So let's just hop to it. I'm Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe, and I'm glad you're here. If you're here, then this message might be for you. If you're cross-watching for someone else, please understand these energies could be reversed. I may not be talking about your ex. I'm probably not. I'm probably talking about whoever is in your energy right now. But that's up to you to figure out. I cannot be blamed for your free will or others. Please take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Also, check your other signs. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Those are significant in your life. Know what they mean. Know what houses that each and everything is in for your birth chart. If you need help with that, you can do a free birth chart at Cafe Astrology or astro.com. And if you'd like an in-depth reading on your astrological alignments and all the in-depth stuff, go see Miriam Kramer with a K at Point Your Compass. All right, what's going on for Taurus? The person they're dealing with, the most on their mind, and their world. Angels, ancestors, guides, and spirits. Let's do this, Taurus. I feel like that I need to iron my cloth here. Let's turn it this way a little bit so you can see a little more. Maybe you can see more of my table that way. Hopefully. All right. I don't do that. One day I'm going to get another camera that can hold down like this and then do an in-camera thing so you guys can see the cards better. Until then, we'll have to contend with me holding it up, right? Mm-hmm. Right off the bat, I see Sagittarius, I see Gemini. I also see an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius fire energy here. So we've got air energy, which is a lot of thoughts being up in your head or seeking for more knowledge of. If it's an energy, if it's somebody, then they may have significant signs of Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus. Being yourself, you're not in this part of the reading, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I call out the signs for you guys, but you got to look at each sign as energy too. And then fire, which is a passionate place. It's the king, so it's a masculine energy. So when I look at this reading right now, I am seeing possibly two fire signs or two people with different levels of passion regarding something. I see someone making a decision, a singular decision, in less consideration of the other person, more in consideration of their own thing that they need. Coming from a place of not really wanting to or not feeling as supported in a choice, or just simply thinking about it and not physically making a choice. Just thinking about making a choice. Of going it alone. Cutting out a commitment or just not choosing a commitment. Feeling like that it could be an impulsive action and that maybe the strength isn't there. They don't want to put in the work towards somebody that's looking at them wanting that. There's another singular energy here. There's a whole lot of energy from one person that is of and in their own mind for what is the best for themselves. Which to me, at looking at it right here, is a form of self-love. If this is you, Taurus, then you are considering yourself first in this scenario. Someone that's in the Nine of Cups like this, but in the Nine of Wands, because of what they've been through, is still carrying around that load, expecting to go forward. Maybe thinking of going out in the community and doing something new. There's also an air of energy here of sexuality, promiscuity, perhaps in a new direction, because this Knight is looking forward in the singular position and not back toward the Lovers that is here in reverse. The King of Wands is here looking at, or the King of Wands is looking at the Knight. Almost in opposition, questioning the confidence to do that. Feel like it'll be a lot of work and they might not have enough strength to do it. They're carrying around some baggage, and they may be right. On the back end, on the bottom of it, there's a Queen of Wands here. That's somebody who has all of the confidence in the world, but she doesn't go after anybody. She waits. On the back side of that is the Ten of Swords. This is somebody who's very hurt, still carrying the swords in their back, wallowing in a lot of emotions regarding something. Someone who's in the Ten of Swords is moving toward a newness. However, they're not quite ready yet. So there may be a lot of passion for that thought. Moving forward in a quick manner is not going to lead to a place of happiness. There's a time of stasis that's required here, from what I can see. I wonder what one of these moon cards would say. Let's look at the moon cards before I pull who you're talking about. I want to see where this is going. I should have done this to start with, but I don't know. I felt like I should do it. So we're going to do it in the order in which it comes to me. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for Taurus. I'm hearing full moon in Leo. That'll be the 25th of January. Expect powerful change, Taurus. Any other moon messages for Taurus? When the Ten of Swords comes up in there, there's been some tumultuous things going on. Starting the reading out with the Nine of Wands, the 9, the 10s here, that means you're reaching toward the end of a cycle. The cycle has not yet completed. However, you're getting very, very close. You're on the precipice, which is understandably why you can expect powerful change. It is time to release negativity. So I believe the negativity that's being spoke of here is this lack of confidence. Is going back toward this king. And are you going to be a king or a knight of wands? The Knight of Wands is a real fun Saturday night and a lonely ass Sunday morning. That's the guy who can't sit around and have breakfast with you. Or the girl. That's the one that's not going to be there next weekend. They're probably not going to call you in the morning. They're there for one thing. Somebody who's in that energy, it's not usually not just about sex. He gets a bad rap, the Knight of Wands does, for being a player. But a player can be other things. If you're staying in a commitment, why are you there? Is it feeding you? And is it feeding another person? Nothing is yet set in stone, Taurus. Where's this going for Taurus? This little part right here I'm really feeling is about you. Oh, I just got another message here. You're sitting here listening. The music's playing in the background, and that music you're listening to you is like an afterthought. Insignificant. It's just making you dream off into a land of what else could I be doing? Does that make sense? Where's this going for Taurus? Beneath the surface lies great bounty. That's came out for a few people. And what that card means, I kept getting that card over and over again throughout a deep part of my journey. You are strong beyond measure, and you are back here, or whoever this is back here not feeling like they're strong enough. The Strength card was coming in reverse. That's Leo energy. Virgo's here. I got Virgo, I got Leo, I got Gemini. There's a lot of cups. There's a lot of feeling and passion. Perhaps the earth energy is out of balance in this scenario, meaning work, income, stability. Probably so. The Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, or somebody feels that way. Who are you working with? Who is this? Beneath the surface lies great bounty. That means you can look at somebody, or you can look at a scenario and see what it looks like to the outside world. But what's really going on the inside? Somebody is sitting in a powerful position But the earth energy is out of balance. Just like I said up here. Virgo's here again and Aries is here. There's going to be, or has been, a message that came in quickly. A commitment. About not making a commitment. The other person in the scenario feels justified in that they're not making a huge offer because they themselves are sitting in an anchored position of abundance. You're looking at one person in 3 pentacles and the other one in 10. There's a huge imbalance of earth energy, like I said. The Hermit's in reverse. The routines are not in order. There's not a consistency. There's an inconsistency here of passion. How does that happen? How does there become an inconsistency in passion? When one person in a scenario is in a more singular cup energy, not choosing a partnership, it only takes one person to back out, if that's what's happening here. It takes 2 to tango. If 2 people want to work something out, they both have to decide. There's an air of hanging on here. An air of physically hanging on here. Perhaps on both sides. But emotionally releasing but not seeing that release. Here's this, okay, so the other person in the scenario, I've got one person that's already reached this point. One person is done. And they are carrying that pain with them. The other person is just behind them with the same. Here's this 8 of Wands reversed. The person that is in the thought process of it is not telling about it. They're not even talking about the judgment call they're about to make, but they're no longer juggling it. They know they're not happy. So there's an imbalance here. One has a balanced earth energy, the other one doesn't. That's home, hearth, stability, whatever. The other doesn't have any passion left. Neither person is happy. It's holding on to commitment for commitment's sake or for other reasons. One person feels like their hopes and their dreams are being stifled or held back, keeping their head down at work. Is there any advice for my Taurus collective right now regarding this scenario? Stand in your power. There is a piece of this that is a reflection that you're supposed to be looking at. What are you thinking about at nighttime about this? What keeps you obsessed? It don't have to be at night. This can be whatever's stressing you out. You're driving down the road and it's a thing on your mind. You're out with friends. They're playing music and you're looking over here in this direction. What are you thinking about? What's bugging you? What's eating at you? Whatever it is, that's the toxicity that's looking for removal here. Show me that devil. Because I don't believe that's Capricorn. One person invests more in themselves than the other person while hanging on to a relationship. Where the imbalance is, going against the grain is not helping the scenario. Allowing the wheel to turn as it may is what needs to happen. It's time to look at what is attaching two energies together when clearly somebody's looking in a different direction. Am I calling for a split of a relationship? Absolutely not. It's both people being willing to look within. But if you can't make somebody else do something that they don't want to do, so you have to be the first one to look within. And then you have to decide, what about this inside of me can I fix to make my life feel better? Somebody's not communicating here. Show me what can be done about that. Quickly get off the fence about whether we're committing to the partnership or not. This comes in sideways. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse for advice. The Knight of Pentacles upright is very slow. This is speed that up and start looking at whether it's the best for you to keep those two energies together. Or let the wheel turn so you can get to the ace. Remember I said the 9? You're at the 9. The other person's almost at the 9. They're working in the 8 right now. The 8 of Pentacles, still working. So one person's still working. The other person is letting go. Yes, and here on the bottom is the 9. That's almost to completion, and then the death. All right, that's scorpionic energy. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Are you seeing this? This is the Scorpio card. This also represents to allow a cycle to end, to die, so that something else can be built. So whatever it is that's keeping the relationship from flowing freely needs to be looked at. Sometimes, if both people aren't communicating the decision about the investment in the relationship is the most important. You cannot control how another person accepts that. And if they won't, then that's where you take your power and make a decision for the best of yourself. Communication in the upright. Quickly with the truth to cut out any deception that is blocking the cycle from ending is the way to get to the renewal of the Ace of Pentacles and the 10. It's completion. Self-confidence comes back in. The defensiveness gets cut out. The Six of Pentacles coming in reverse. That means no more of just this equal give and take, that only the Six of Pentacles that you would give toward just a friendship, maybe. It may take Cancerian energy or an emotional movement of some kind. And here comes in this, because this is the truth. The other one's reversed, so we don't look at that one. So Taurus, you are facing a scenario right now where there's an imbalance in a relationship of whoever it is. And you got to make the decision of, do you want to be single? Or it could be the other way around. Don't take this as me giving you a lecture at all. I don't want to sound harsh to you. My voice comes off that way sometimes. But when you're looking, if you're hanging on to a relationship that's not meant to hold on, or two people are looking in opposite directions, and I tell you this because I've been here. I've been through this very scenario that I'm seeing right here. That's in reverse because there are not calm waters right now. And somebody is thinking in a singular energy with this 9 Pentacles. That's singular. That's over here. I'm fine. I've got everything that I need. Me, me, me. That's the me, me, me energy. While you're on the fence about a partnership, relationship, or something. If you want to be in one of these, how many cups have to come together? 2. So you can't just take your cup over this direction. You can't be looking in opposite directions because nothing is going, there's going to be no pouring back and forth there. It's me taking mine over here. Four of Cups is also somebody not looking at the offer. They're over here in this direction. The music is playing, but their mind is somewhere else. That's also a feeling of me, like I'm so confident over here. Your music just like, play me a fiddle. Just keep playing that violin. La-di-da. That's somebody that's not looking. I don't know if that's you or somebody you're dealing with, Taurus. But whoever is feeling the most emotion about it is the one that's triggered the most. And that's the person that needs to get their power back. And you got to decide which side of that fence you're on. That could be a parent that doesn't listen to you when you're talking. And if you're an adult, even if you're a kid, you can seek out somebody that will listen to you. Hopefully no kids are watching this. I don't make it available for kids. So if you are, click off. No, no. Anyway, if this is romance or relationship, there's an imbalance here. If it's you, if you're triggered by this, then maybe you need to look within. Or you might be dealing with somebody who's treating you that way. You have more power and more strength than you think you do. Let's see what the animal oracles have to say for advice. Yeah, stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. That was at the bottom of that oracle. Next to belief, beneath the surface lies great bounty. Nothing is yet set in stone. I think those just fell off the deck. Angels, ancestors, guides, and spirits. Any messages of encouragement or advice to my Taurus collective? Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. You know that gut feeling that you get? The one when you're driving down the road, it's swirling around in your gut, and you're like, I just got a feeling that, whatever that is, you should trust that. Elk, stand tall, maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. One time I walked up on this elk when I was traveling in the Midwest, and it was so big. They don't move out of the way because they know they're bigger than you are. They don't mean no harm, but they'll stare you down. They'll finally get out of the way. I mean, if you pull a car up to them, something that's as big as they are, but a human, the ones that are not afraid of humans, they'll just kind of look at you like, hey guy, how you doing today? So stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what. So if you believe in something, you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything, right? Let's see what's at the bottom. You're a lot tougher than you think you are with the Wolverine. You are strong beyond measure. So if it's you, Taurus, that feels like you don't have the strength with this coming in reverse, you notice that's the strength card. That's that Leo energy. It's time to pull on that Leo energy. Google, what does Leo energy mean? We all have pieces of every one of those energies within ourselves. See what house it's in for you. My Leo is in the 12th house. So if this were my reading, I'd be looking in that area to see what part of this reading has affected me the most. Sometimes we spend our time waiting for someone else to make a move when we've had the power in our hands the whole time to make a decision for ourselves. The person who's in this Nine of Wands, who's in the Nine of Cups, they're already in their heads doing the singular thing. They're far ahead of this other person. So if they're not going to do it, and they don't want to talk about it because the person that's behind you on it, the person who's further along in this decision than the other person is more likely the person talking about it. The person not talking about it is the one that's still sticking around and not making a decision. And that's on them while they're holding on. But if you want to hold on, then you need to figure out together why you guys aren't looking in the same direction. That's where your answer is going to be. Taurus, this was a deep reading. And I'm here to help people resolve relationships. So if you're here today and listening, there's probably a message in there for you. It may not all resonate for you. But I hope that something I did or said today helped you. It's what came out in the reading. I wish you all the success in the world within the relationships that are in your life. Use every opportunity you can to look within and have self-growth and relationship growth in everything that you do. Because without the stability of the relationships around you, we don't learn or evolve at all. Anyway, Taurus, let's lighten this day up. Until next time, Taurus, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I've got a Facebook group, Southeastern Soul Tribe, and TikTok as well. I do element sign readings on TikTok, and Facebook just updates. You can get to know more about me and who I am and where I come from on there as well. You can communicate more openly with other people who are like-minded on that page, Southeastern Soul Tribe. Love and light to you and yours. Until next time, Taurus. Take care.